So the question is, do laws need to be consistent with the prevalent moral norms? Discuss with examples. So we know that what are the laws, and laws को क्या consistent होना चाहिए with the prevalent moral norms and societal norms. We'll have to discuss with example. So we know that the laws are the statutorily backed rules and guidelines that is laid out by the government. So these are statutory backed, means they are statutory backed rules and guidelines that is laid out by the government. And moral norms क्या होता है? They are the right course of action as laid out by the community. So it's the right course of action laid down by community. Community के अकॉर्डिंग क्या राइट कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन होता है, वो होता है हमारा मॉरल नॉर्म्स. सो अगर लॉज का वायलेशन करते हैं तो इट लीड टू फॉर्मल पनिशमेंट. तो लॉज वायलेशन लीड टू फॉर्मल पनिशमेंट एंड मॉरल नॉर्म्स लीड टू सोसाइटल सैंक्शन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सोशल बॉयकॉट. सो लॉज कंसिस्टेंट विद द मॉरल नॉर्म्स. सो इस पर क्वेश्चन आ गया कि लॉज कंसिस्टेंट होना चाहिए विद द मॉरल नॉर्म्स. नो, इट इज़ नॉट essential to be always in line with the moral norms. So laws need not to be essential to be in line with the moral norms. For example, moral norms might be unethical. For example, sati, which was abolished by Bengal Regulation Act of 1829. So it can be unethical. Second one is laws act as an incentive to change a wrong moral norms. So it is also incentive to change a wrong moral norms. For example, prohibition of child marriage act. Sometimes it becomes essential to lay down the law that is inconsistent with the moral norms. For example, why it is important to lay down the laws for that is inconsistent with the moral norms for the overall progress of the society. Restraint on unethical practice. For example, ban on triple talaq, restraint on the unethical practice. And other is deterrence. For example, abolition of untouchability, human rights. And so one is deterrence. Deterrence, for example, abolition of untouchability. And then saving the human life, securing the human rights. For example, Sabrimala, entry of women. So many times laws that is inconsistent with the societal norm is essential for the overall progress of the society. Restraint of the unethical practice, for example, ban on triple talaq. Securing human rights, for example, Sabrimala, entry of women. Deterrence, abolition of untouchability act. Now challenges agar dekhe, if the law is inconsistent, it will be violated by the public. For example, child marriage still continued and it will be not accepted by the people. It will bring slow change in the society, or it may also increase turbulence in the society. So thus the law must be combined with the behavioral change campaign and persuasion. So there also be a behavioral change in campaign and persuasion. In other cases, interference with the societal norms must be avoided. Unless it affects the society negatively. सो लॉ के साथ हमें क्या करना चाहिए? इट शुड बी कम्बाइंड विद बिहेवियरल चेंज लाना चाहिए एंड परसुएशन करना चाहिए. शुड बी कम्बाइंड विद बिहेवियरल चेंज कैंपेन, BP, दैट बिहेवियरल चेंज कैंपेन एंड परसुएशन. इन अदर केसेस इंटरफेरेंस विद सोशल नॉर्म मे बी अवॉइडेड अनलेस इट अफेक्ट्स द सोसाइटी नेगेटिवली. अदर केसेस में हमें इंटरफेरेंस जो होना चाहिए सोशल नॉर्म्स में अवॉइड करना चाहिए बिकॉज प्रोसेस इज स्लो एंड स्टडी. So therefore, interference with the societal norm must be avoided unless it affects the society negatively. For example, uniform civil code. It should be bring when there is a demand from the society. Otherwise, it may increase turbulence